Hello, hello, beautiful, beautiful lights. This video was not going to go up because if you can see here, I have this beautiful cold sore that I never get, but I was not recognizing the block within me that was separating this to happen and it had to get my attention. So I'm grateful for that. And I thought I would get on and share a little bit about the honest truth about what we've been experiencing collectively, individually. We're all so very connected. It's so magical, it's so divine, and we are now feeling that more and more than ever. And we are here putting it out there so that you don't feel alone. And a lot of times, the truth of it is that we are here on a soul guided mission, living a human experience. But because we're on the forefront and because we're kind of daring to be on the cutting edge and really putting ourselves out there, that doesn't also mean that we experience the insecurities. We also experience the doubt. We also experience the struggle. We experience all of it. And I had this kind of vision of myself this morning, actually, is kind of what allowed the floodgates to open, is when you're walking the path of truth. One, not a lot of people want to follow that path of truth. And so it is the insecurity. And I don't say it's the person, because it's just the energetic frequency that we hold. And it's like all the scars that I've talked about. If we have a scar, a wound there, and the insecurity can play in that scar, it's almost, if you look at it just like a pool of poop. Okay. So the energy frequency can come in and just jump in there and play and give us all the excuses and reasons not to climb out of it, because the climbing out is uncomfortable, and then walking away is uncomfortable, and then creating new can even be uncomfortable, because the new is always challenging. The new is always something that we haven't experienced yet. It's going to challenge the mental capacity to dream bigger, to think bigger, to be bigger, to be in front of more people, to all of the things. And so it's like, it's all a beautiful challenge. And the internal voice asking, are you going to do it anyway? And so as we do it, I want to come back to the image that I had seen. Because of others' insecurities and because of others' doubts and fears and worries, it's like the conversations that come in and try to get you to don't do it, don't go. But it's also, if you can imagine a movie where we've seen where people are enslaved or people are living in fear. And it's the fear of saying, don't go out there because we don't know what's going to happen, or don't go do that because something bad might happen to you. It is a form of protection, and we honor that. However, when you don't know that, the way that they could come in at you might feel like an attack. It might feel disheartening. It might even feel like you want to silence and you want to crawl back into your hole. But the more you keep going, the more strength that you gain, the more confidence you gain, and it continues to humble you. Please don't get me wrong. This is the most humbling experience I have ever walked through in my entire life. But as we go, and I felt like I have been like wearing this cloak of just keep walking, just keep your head down and keep walking. And everybody who comes in, they don't mean to make you feel a certain way, but the feeling is ultimately to get us back to who we are and how we haven't loved ourselves so intimately, so intimately. And for me personally, wanting to be the guiding light for all those, because I never wanted anybody to feel the way that I have felt in my life. But by doing so, I didn't know how to feel that way. I didn't know how to be that. I could teach others and share it with others. But this whole path coming back home to myself, it's like I can see this just beam of light going through me, and it is anchored so deep, and it is like tantalizingly beautiful right now. But I had to remember to be that for myself. And that is through the presence of the divine. Don't get me wrong. It's all through the divine, but it is through the connection of the motherly love and through the connection of the fatherly love that comes in and enlivens the child that we are. It enlivens us. It brings us back to life through the divine portal of the rebirth. And so it feels like I've been walking in this like cloak and just keeping my head down and keep moving forward. You keep moving forward and you know your divine mission, you know without knowing. But there is this little thing, and this is what sparked it, was because I'm like, what is this? What is this? Like, but I know that it had to get my attention, but it made me realize that I felt, because this is deep for me. So thank you for being here and loving me through this. But I want to be so honest and so transparent that just because we're choosing the soul path doesn't mean we're still human and we experience the human emotion of everything that comes along with being a being here alive. Like, there's no escaping any of the emotion. And the more that we learn to work with the emotion, work with the ugly, what we perceive as ugly, nothing is ugly, nothing is wrong, nothing is bad. It's the perception of it. And when we open ourselves to all that it is, when we look at ourselves and say, you are not ugly, you are so beautiful. Like, there obviously was a version of myself that still felt, because people don't understand, and that is to forgive them, for they know not what they do. But when you're speaking in truth and when you're walking in truth, a lot of people just don't want to hang out. They just don't want to be around you. But the people that see you, the people that experience you, the people that have come up to me and said, oh my gosh, you just have this presence about you. You have this light. Like, one guy even said, you have a halo around you. And people see and experience different ways. And so what I can't see, I feel. I understand the feeling of, but other people might be able to see it as well. We feel it, we hear it, we experience it, we touch it, we taste it. It is all the senses, and the feeling of the sixth sense coming back alive is everything, because we're not afraid of any of it. But when I tell people I work in the unseen field, I work with all of it. I work with the fear. I work with the guilt. I work with the insecurities. I work with the pain. We've come so far, people are like, oh, I don't want to do that. I would rather band-aid it. I would rather take a pill and take the easy way out. And I'm here to say that the easy way out is always going to bring you back to yourself. So you have to face yourself. You have to face your truth. And I'm just here to say, if we do it when the moment strikes, or when it erupts inside of us, when we feel the flood of emotions start to arise, when we honor it in the now moment, we set ourselves free for good. There doesn't have to be it coming back around in our playing field. That's why the work is so very important. It is so sacred. It is so real. It is so emotional, and it is so pure. The sacred codes of being alive, of being human, and human meaning the full spectrum of light that we are. It's like I just saw a rainbow in my hands. Is magical. It's magical. And I want people to experience that. I want people to experience being alive in their fullest capacity and fullest expression, and loving all parts of us back to life. And so when I started this journey back in 2019, there was a lot of hate and anger and insecurities and doubt and fear that tried to come into my playing field. And it left its mark. I can't lie. But now I see that it was all leaving the mark for me. It was all for me to embody my fullest space, to embody my divine authority, to honor and embody my divine power, to honor and embody my divine inheritance, to be all of it, to be all of it and live in freedom and be a living example. It is wild, wild, wild. So please love all parts of you. Please love all parts of you. In the space of love, wherever we are, speaking our truth all over the world, connecting all over the world. If you haven't watched the last YouTube video, I would invite you to go back and watch. It hit me in that video where I could see the stars above and us below, all the stars shining brightly. And because we have now ignited, we are now able to become this pillar, which the pillar is what I'd seen that I explained here a little bit ago in this video. But it took us remembering ourselves and igniting the spark within us to become the as above, so below. And then everything that we are within our vessel, everything that we have worked so diligently on to purify and to clean out, now becomes the as within, so without. That's why the internal work is so important, because you are a match of whatever it is you believe, whatever it is you harbor, whatever it is you hold within your sacred temple. You are a match of it in your external playing field. Once we do the work, we dismantle it, we remove it and all that it is so that we are made new. That's the work, that's the process, that's the journey. That is the way, that's the truth, it's the light. And we are living, breathing examples of it now and forevermore. Wow. Man, I say wow a lot because you just can't describe it. You can't put it into words. And, you're walking blindly, learning to feel again. And in that space, you come alive more and more and more and more and more until that final ignition, and just sparks fly, and you're not afraid of any of it. You're not afraid of any of it. And it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So I love you. I'm Jennifer Renee. This is Withinbyjen. It's within each and every one of us. It always has been. Yes, 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 yes. I hope that this inspires you to live authentically in truth, but also in connection with all those around us. Be aware of what you create with your thoughts, words, and actions. Dismantle the old beliefs, remove the old beliefs, because my dear beloveds, we are magical. We were created so magically. And it's not just in one field, it's in all playing fields. We are in this world, but we are in this world, but we are not of it, and we create above it. We create something that is so light and so effervescent and so beautiful and so magical and so lightweight that people want to know how. People want to know how, because they're like, wow, you're living in freedom. You are living the dream. How did you do it? What did you have to go through to overcome it? And we teach. It's an honor and a blessing. I will be teaching in mid-April, Zoom and live. If you're local and you would like to be a part of it, please reach out. I will be posting more information on that when we solidify a date. I do have a location, but I am also so excited to be able to travel for this teaching to places that people are looking for these teachings. I know that now more than ever, people are going to be looking for true teachers because there are many, many, many that the spiritual community was a fun thing to say you're a part of, but when it really comes to do the work, that's the ugly part. That's the hard part. And I don't say ugly, but the work is painful. It is the painful truth. It is the scars. It is the darkness. It is everything. And we learn to love it. We learn to love all of it. And so I'm honored to be able to move about the country and share my teachings in places that people are ready for my teachings. And so if you're seeing this and that is something of interest to you and you have a space and you would like to collaborate, it would be an honor. Please reach out. I am so excited because I can literally just like hear and see the invitations and the messages coming in, and I'm so excited. And I think that was also part of my clearing of being ready to receive, being ready to fully and openly receive. So I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ah, mwah.